What's going on, YouTube and SoundCloud and iTunes? What an intro.
What
Welcome
an
to
intro.
Powered Down with me. My two cats are here for the podcast,
Yay,
and
amazing.
Amanda the Jedi. And
Woo!
you don't want to know what's great about my cats? They're right here next to me. I'm not throwing them over my head, I'm not feeding them vodka or
Yeah,
anything
I
that
was
is
just
toxic.
exactly. It's a great
Just
way to be. My cat's
petting
sleeping
them.
on a bed but out in the living room like he's just having a great time.
Yeah, living their
Not being
best life,
thrown.
not being
Yeah,
thrown.
not being
Dude, if you
thrown.
guys don't know what we're talking about, if you haven't been on Twitter in the last like
You could
week.
just watch my video about the matter.
Oh, you made a video about it. Oh
I
shit, that
did,
was
yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's there's this Twitch streamer named Allinity,
Yeah.
and I think like in my Twitch contract, I'm not supposed to like speak badly on any partners. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, it's
It's a
bullying, but this isn't
professional courtesy.
bullying.
I'm
This
just
is just
commenting on a
talking
Twitch clip
about
I saw.
this is a situation that happened that's not bullying.
We're just commenting on a clip that we saw on the internet. All right.
Yes. Mhm.
This chick named Allinity, she's a Twitch streamer for a long time. She's been known for such controversies as saying the N
Can
word.
we copy Jack PewDiePie?
Oh yeah, she copy striked PewDiePie, which she
Yeah,
thought
she
copy
tried.
strike was the word for copyright strike. Which I mean, it kind of is, but it's
It's
not.
just combined
Yeah,
together.
she like made a slang.
She made a slang
Yeah.
that is caught on.
And more recently, well, I guess so. Explain to me. The throwing the cat was recent, but
The
then the
throwing the
vodka
yeah.
cat thing was a year ago.
Yes, but we're like, around like, not maybe not exactly a year ago, but like last year. But yeah, basically, a couple days ago, she's playing Apex Legends and her cat's on her desk, and she just immediately is just like Milo, and then grabs him and not just delicately pushes him to the side, not just pushes his butt so he gets out of the way, literally just picks up this cat and chucks it over the back of her chair.
Yeah,
And
like
now,
she
like, I
tossed the
realize
cat.
yeah, like I realize if you're gonna do that with any animal in the world, the cat's the one you want to do it. It's probably gonna be okay, but it's more the fact that you just thought that it was a good idea to throw your cat over your chair. Do you know how much more energy that takes
Yeah,
than just?
she did. She went for the over dramatic version of getting the cat off the desk, and yeah,
But
like
she also said that she didn't think anybody would see it. So it's
she's.
not like she
She
did it for
also
like
probably thought that wasn't she like taking a picture of her ass or something on
I don't.
stream or
Yeah,
it was
she's
something weird like
so.
that she was doing. She was on purpose. No, I don't think, dude. I don't know. I don't think she's as dumb as she pretends to be. I think that some.
No, I
I
think she
think
thinks she's smarter than she is, and she's actually dumb because smart people don't do that.
true. Okay, valid. But like, hear me out. Here's the
The
complexity that
nudity
I'm gonna lay
stuff,
out.
sure. The nudity stuff, sure. I think that's like the oh,
Yeah,
I
like
got
she's
caught doing that again. The throwing your cat and like the vodka thing. That's not smart. That's just dumb.
she's dumb, but she's kind of smart that she tries to pretend to be dumber than she is so she doesn't get in trouble.
No, but I think that that's like maybe because if she wants to be like, I didn't realize it was a bad idea to do that to my cat. Like then it's like maybe, but I don't know. I actually just think
I
she
think she
plays
doesn't
dumb
care
the
about her
new
cat.
yeah. Apparently I haven't seen it yet, but somebody said that there was another video of her like, like pushing like her like kicking her dog's neck or something. I don't know if
Good
that's just kind
lord.
of like a dog in the way and you're just kind of like pushing it with your foot. But I'd have to see it. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that
I don't
apparently
know.
there might be a clip like that out
Listen,
there.
I'm like everyone else on the internet, okay? The internet freaks out about dumb shit all the time. We get
Yes.
all worked up over things we shouldn't get worked up about. But tossing your cat, which like you said, like cats always land on their feet. They can fall from pretty high without hurting themselves. They will subject themselves to jumping from those heights. But to take
Yeah.
your pet who trusts you by force, has to trust you, depends on you, to
Yep.
do that to him when it's unneeded is just ridiculous. And then to feed the cat vodka, it clearly had like a terrible like reaction to it. I thought it tasted terrible, but it's
Yeah,
also
obviously.
toxic to cats, which I didn't even know. But I know there's a
Well,
lot
it's
of stuff
toxic
that's
to everything.
toxic to cat. Like their kidneys
Well,
literally can't
alcohol
digest it.
they can't. Yeah, it's different. Like obviously it's toxic to us at the same ways,
Yeah.
but it's more toxic to cats in a way that it will actually like shut down their organ functions like way faster than it would a human. Like for us that kind of stuff happens after like chronic abuse
Yeah,
for a
like
long period
Like
of
when
time.
you're 4 audios motherfuckers deep in the Anaheim Hilton, like Jedi has been multiple times, I'm assuming.
I've never been 4 audios motherfuckers deep.
When
We don't all
Jedi's
have to share them like you do, but like,
I do need to share, especially now.
Like, I'm gonna get another one, and I was like, how about we split one?
I was like,
and
that's genius, bro.
Jedi. That's right. And I'm like, and I'm gonna get you a water at the same time.
Yeah, dude, you took care of me. Not took care of me. I've never been so drunk where I need to be like taken care of. But you were like, you had my best interests at heart.
I'm good at that. Yeah,
and that's more than we can say about Allinity and her cat. And that's
exactly. By the way, I just saw the clip, and it's like this thing where she's just talking, and her dog starts like kind of running after her cat. So she's like wearing like those booty slipper things, and she just kind of like kicks it like around here, being like, no, don't do that. So it's like, it's not terrible. It's more like a...
Like, we'd have to be nitpicking her.
Yeah, it's not as bad as anything that she... It's not the best way to deal with your animal doing something like that, but I can understand if your dog is going to, like, potentially do something to your cat, maybe you're just gonna push it or something, but, like, here, I'll...
Man...
pop the clip right there.
I'm disappointed by Twitch's inaction. That's more the kind of step I wanted to take on this. People are saying, oh, it's because she's a girl that she's not getting reprimanded, which I don't know if that's true. I don't know who's in charge. And I know, like, complaining on Twitter doesn't do much, so I actually went to her channel and I reported it. And I said,
I reported it, and
I reported it.
I linked the clips, too. Like, I linked the clips in the report so that it wouldn't just be like...
I didn't even do
that. Oh, yeah, I did it right. I was like, look, this isn't okay, but... with her, I think a lot of it has more to do with your size, because it's not necessarily, maybe there's a gender thing to it too, in some of these situations, because like, but I actually know somebody who accidentally showed his like wee on stream once, and he didn't even get a ban. So
how do you accidentally?
He started moving it. He stood up to do something and moved she was trying to pull his shirt out of his shorts. It was Frosty, and you know, Mob Frosty.
Wait, he did? He
he didn't show the whole thing, but he showed most of it. So, and nothing happened. So it was like, I think sometimes it depends on how big you are. Because honestly, Ninja said the N-word and didn't get banned. Because he said he was singing along to a Logic song.
the N-word, Jedi. Are you calling Ninja a racist?
No, I'm not, but it wasn't in the song. But I'm saying that if somebody else did that, they wouldn't get... No, Logic, that particular Logic song where he was singing, the N-word is not said. So he just made it up out of his fucking mind that it belonged there.
Whoa, he was feeling himself. He was...
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, okay. Like, I don't think that was worthy of a ban, because I think context in that situation matters. It wasn't like he was directing the statement at somebody. He just thought...
Wait, was it with an A or an ER?
It was with an A, which also does make a difference.
They're not okay for white people.
It's not. But at least it's a little better. But yeah, it was with an A. But like Nate, it was when he was streaming with Nate Shot. Nate Shot was just
Nate Shot was like, oh shit.
Oh my dude.
But
yeah, like, so that situation didn't amount in any kind of reprimand because it was Ninja.
Yeah.
And but my thing is that that at least is worthy of like an extended ban, like a 30-day ban, which I don't think she's ever had. She's had day bans, she's had week bans from like the stuff she accidentally shows on stream when people link it to her, which I do think that's where she plays dumb. Like, have you ever, if somebody's hosted you, have you ever gone to their stream and showed it on your stream when you went to it?
Yeah, once or thrice. Can't remember.
Okay, but do you check it on a separate screen first? Like, do you open it in a different window and then drag it over?
Oh yeah, I would like do it, and then I always get my PC ready, and then I switch to my PC.
Yeah, but that's what she did. One of the times she got caught showing porn was because somebody that was streaming porn hosted her, and then she clicked on their name, and then it went to that channel, so she got a temp ban for showing porn.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah,
she went to someone else's stream that hosted her.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Have you ever, like, if you got hosted by somebody, have you ever clicked on their stream while you're streaming to show?
I thought this is gonna make me sound like a little slow with Twitch. But doesn't your stream need to be off to host a channel?
It's like that refractory second. There's that time where it like doesn't
so this
quite
person
go
was
off
like,
yet.
"Ah, man, done with my group porn session. Let's host Allinity."
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, yeah, exactly. But there is like a holdover period because something like that happened with. I can't remember who. Somebody hosted somebody. Oh, it was Boogie. Boogie hosted somebody, and they didn't notice because they were playing. And then on his stream, he was all like, "Wow, didn't even get acknowledged by that or something." And it was because it was still live on that end after the host. It doesn't carry over immediately.
Man, there's a lot. See, that's why I don't host anybody, and nobody hosts me.
Well, you
No, I'm
host
just
and then you
playing.
have to end your
There's
stream
a-
right away.
Yeah, I like ended and then I type host whatever I'm in the Jedi or whatever.
I usually end my stream first. But either way, so she got caught. Like, so it's situations like that where I think she can say she's playing dumb, but not actually that dumb. But when you're doing stuff like this, so the other thing she did, other than the yeeting, was she put a bunch of vodka in her mouth, like put it all over her lips and didn't quite swallow all of it, and then got her cat to start smelling her mouth. And if anybody knows cats, like they're all willing to like get right up in your grill
they're
because they
down.
want to know what you're doing. They want to know what's up with your life.
From the clip, it looks like she routinely mouth feeds the animal.
Yeah, exactly. So she basically just spits some of this vodka into the cat's mouth, and the cat's immediately just kind of like, obviously because it's
Yo, do that
vodka.
again, Jedi. That was sick.
Do it.
That was perfect.
Don't, yeah, but it was like that, and we're laughing, but it's not funny.
No,
because
yeah,
it's,
that's
like,
not funny. But you're just your face.
super screwed up because like the cat's like immediately revolting away because like it's alcohol.
The
and
animal trusts
strong
us,
alcohol.
man. That's why
Yeah,
we can't be doing this, Allinity or
the
anybody
big
else.
thing. Even if it didn't cause harm, or if you threw the cat and the cat landed on its feet, it was fine. It jumps from higher distances from that on its own. There's a difference between the cat just jumping off something and you picking it up and throwing it when you're its source of protection. It's your source of, you're its source of safety. You're its source of well-being. Like that is a violation of trust. It's like people that do shit to their kids and mentally mess with their kids.
Yeah.
It's like you're that kid's like only source of everything. Like, what are you doing?
You know what was crazy is like afterwards I witnessed some classic abuser behavior on Alinity's part. She goes on Twitter and shows a clip where she was nice to the cat.
Yeah,
which like I'm sure she has been nice to the cat, but that doesn't negate
forgives me.
Yeah, like she had Ed Sheeran playing in the background. I was like, what are you trying to do right now?
know.
She's like trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, but like I love my cat. But
Yeah.
like when you're abusive, like significant other is a piece of shit, and then they say,
You're not
oh, but
always a piece of
but I
shit.
got you flowers, babe. Like
Exactly.
doesn't matter. It doesn't negate the abusive
thing you
action.
did. Exactly.
I
Like,
saw. I don't
100%.
know what Twitch is gonna do. They should do something though. Maybe they're taking their time on it, and they're kind of. I mean, since she's a repeat abuser, you would think just the punishments would get worse and worse and worse
Yeah,
as you
somebody's
reoffend.
saying that there's like a moderator that's like in her chat that's like a big fan of her or something, like somebody who's actually high up at Twitch that's like a big fan of her, but like I don't know if that's true or if that's just people like talking their mouth to be like Twitch.
I mean,
is,
I think people they look to like for an explanation, and I think like I don't know who's in charge of that stuff at Twitch. I'm sure it's a team of people, but
It is a
they
team,
have to be
'cause
aware of it at this point.
They are, because there's other areas, there's other Twitch employees being like, hey, I disagree with it just as much as you do. I would love to see a bare minimum 30-day ban. I would like to see there be like a restriction, basically, if you mess up within the next 90 days, you're gone
Damn.
type thing.
How much do
But
you have
that
to
has
suck
nothing
to go on
do with
Twitch probation, man?
That's what I mean for probation. That's the word I'm looking for. But they're like, but I have nothing to do with this, so please stop like attacking me.
Yeah,
So
probably
there's
like
a lot of other Twitch
any
employees.
any Twitch employees probably just getting bombarded. Well,
Exactly.
did you see that clip of that guy? He took his catfish, a literal
I know.
catfish, out of the
know.
tank, and he was like showing his stream it, which
Yeah.
what an idiot. But the
Yeah, see, my thing is the abuse is already there the second you took that out of the water, you already abused your animal. I don't care if it
Yeah, like,
accidentally
you're-
jumped out of your hand, and that's why. No, I would have given you a ban just for taking it out of the water.
yeah, what are you doing? Like that's like feeding your
Just
cat
think of the
vodka or
reverse. That's
something.
somebody being like, "Here's my kid," and then putting it underwater and being like, "Look at my kid, fishy." Look at
And then the kid flails.
Yeah, the kid's like drowning underwater, and you're just kind of like, oh, I'm sorry I dropped it and it sank to the bottom of the pool. My bad.
Yeah.
Like, that's the equivalent of what you did. Don't pull your fucking fish out of water.
That
What's
guy,
wrong with you?
He apparently caught like a short suspension or whatever for that.
Yeah.
The doc goes into the bathroom. Suspension, even
That's
with a
but that's
gargantuan
yes.
size channel.
Yeah, so that's what
Why
I
is she
agree
not
with. The
getting
doc,
punished?
that's what I don't know. And I don't know why she didn't at least get instantly punished. Doc,
Dude.
I get because he violated a law, like an instant law, whereas like what she did to her cat might be kind of up in the air because she didn't actively, like, not the vodka stuff. The vodka stuff I think is like very clear cut.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
I just think
I
what
think
a
Doc was also in a sponsored event, like what he was doing was sponsored, so they had to be
Yeah,
like, oh shit,
true.
you can't use our sponsored event to But I do agree that that's a messed up situation, that he got his long-term ban really quickly and nothing's happened to her yet.
Yeah.
That's what's weird to me, is that nothing's happened to her
weird
yet.
that a reoffender can just, and maybe my stream's boring. Never been suspended, never been banned. I've been streaming for like 5 or 6 years here, you know, just cooling along, following the fucking rules. Sorry for saying the F word. And like this person and probably some others, I think there's some others that have come under scrutiny for just like not feeling like they've been, you know, punished enough for things that they've done
like
on stream.
Legendary Leia and
another pretty woman. Maybe it's just pretty women. I don't know if I'll take that angle. That's what you think? It's just because they're pretty?
Well, no, I don't know. I think it's, like, again, I think it's size in proportion. I think Leia had a lot to do with the fact that at the time Soda Poppin was her boyfriend. So I think they had some pull there. This I don't know. But she's also doing a lot of the stuff that you see when people start getting called out for really bad behavior. They start trying to make themselves victims in other areas. So I'm not discrediting the fact that this might happen, but she's like, please stop coming to my house and asking my neighbors where I am. It's actually really scary. I don't
condone that, but
no,
it also seems like a diversion.
Exactly. And again, don't do that. Never go to somebody's house. And honestly, I'm not going to her Twitter and being like, fuck you, you horrible person. Like, I made a video talking about how I think it's dumb and horrible, and then it was bad. But some people are just like unnecessarily sending hate and just doing messed up things. And people like, and I think about it this way: if you were like trying to terrorize her at home by like doing stuff like the doorbell,
you're like
things like that, you're
weird.
you're also terrorizing the pets because they're gonna get stressed out because of all the stuff that's happening. So keep that in mind.
I feel like more people should care about animals being treated this way as well. If you see like your family member or someone you know treating their pet poorly, I think like we need to kind of like it's so weird to like a child, like they trust you. Like a pet's the same way. Like they have to trust you. They're put in a position where they're stuck with you. I've been keeping 2 cats prisoners in my apartment for years. They can't leave.
They can't leave.
But I take great care of them, and they seem happy and have a great quality of life. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's just you have to be responsible as a pet owner and to like do anything to defend her. I saw people, because I tweeted and it kind of went a little viral. You know, just a lot of favorites, retweets, and just mentions. And like 95% of people are like, wow, that's really bad, because anybody with like a brain is like, that's bad. But I saw like apologists for Allinity in my mentions. And like, I could just tell, no offense, but by going to their profiles and just kind of viewing their other tweets and viewing their media, like, they're not really like coloring with a full set of crayons. Like they're
it's the same type of people that were defending like the Family of 5 situation. Y'all a couple crayons short of a full box there, my friend.
Yeah, they're just not like fully functioning people, I don't think. Like this guy was making all kinds of excuses for it. He's like, I give my dog beer all the time, and I'm like,
that's fucked up.
I know. I don't know how dogs like digest alcohol, and like I understand it. You're thinking, okay, leisurely activity, drinking beer, fun. My dog wants to have fun too. Fun. No, you idiot.
No, you idiot.
Things affect animals differently. That's why, like, I recently moved into this beautiful apartment in beautiful Minnesota, Queen of the North. Okay. Self-proclaimed. No. Okay, you're northeast. Okay, I'm north.
Right? I'm so much further north than you are.
But you're also east. So like you could be like, you're like
Don't call me a wildling.
I was gonna say you're like fucking. If you're farther north than the north, you are a wildling. Think about it, Jenna. Think about it.
That's
anyway, I'm trying to have a high garden vibe here at my new apartment. I'm getting plants. Okay, I got plants on my deck. They're thriving, by the way, in this Minnesota summer. I got indoor plants though, and when I was at the store, I was mindful. I was like, listen, I know that plants are actually pretty poisonous to like most plants are poisonous to like cats and dogs. Yes. So I was asking the chick at the store.
Especially cats.
Yeah, especially cats. Cats are just super finicky with what they can digest. Yeah. And so like, I don't think my cats are very vegan, because they
no, you can't. That's the thing. I just want to put that out there. You do not listen to anybody who says that they're specifically their cats. Dogs too, but specifically their cats. Do not listen to anybody who says a cat can have a vegan diet. They have a specific requirement for protein that is only found in meat, and if they don't have it, they will die.
Tell them, Jedi. It's science.
Shut down. It is science. If you want to be a vegan, that's fine, but you cannot deprive your cat of the basic necessities that it needs to live.
Yes.
That is my TED Talk.
Tell him, Jedi. You've been TED talking all day. I saw your Instagram post. That was sick. But But yeah, I ended up getting like I asked the lady at the store, and she was like, yeah, like there's actually not many options you have because they're, you know, a lot of things are poisonous to them. So I got this. I think it's kind of like not ugly, but it's not my favorite. I don't know. I've tried to let it grow on me, and it's just not. But and they keep trying to eat it, but at least it's not toxic to them. So whatever, man. I don't know. My indoor plant is not thriving like my outdoor plants, but
that's fair.
God, I don't know what's gonna happen to her. I'm hoping that Twitch, you know, takes a stand eventually before it's too late or deemed too late. I guess
acknowledge it, like.
I mean, listen,
ridiculous.
I'm not a fan, and maybe my tweet I feel like my tweet was pretty harsh. I usually never come at people sideways. Like I said over the clip of her giving her cat alcohol, I said, trash, get this trash off Twitch. And like most people are going to agree with that. It's not that I'm trying to get like people hyped up to like, you know, hurt this girl. I don't really care.
No.
But like I feel bad for her cat.
Yes, do not, if you're using, my thing has always been like, I'm not down for deplatforming, but I think if you use your platform and you break the law while using your platform, you don't deserve the benefits of that platform anymore.
Yeah. So, and I don't, well, is what she did against the law?
Yeah, it's animal abuse, actually.
Breaking the law. Wait, is it though? Abuse. Like, is
the vodka definitely is, but it's depending on how much. Because it's like, because you can do things called like neglect to your kids, and you can abuse them in certain ways that like CPS won't actually get involved. They just keep an eye out.
Yeah,
I would say that this is one of those situations. But
like
we don't know what happens behind the camera. If this is what she's willing to do on the camera, does she do something worse off camera?
I don't know. See, that's where like her dumbness comes into play. I don't know if she's really dumb or just pretends to be dumb or both.
Yeah, that's why I think she's dumb. I think in her brain, she didn't think that there was anything wrong with what she did, and that's the scary part.
Yeah, after she was like, ha ha ha, give me cat vodka. Like,
what do you mean cat eating? Oh, I didn't think you'd see that. She also just admits to some really dumb stuff on stream, which makes me, I think she's dumb. Damn. Nobody alludes to committing immigration fraud. Unless they're dumb.
Is that real? Is that what she did?
Yes. She was like, you know, I was training to be a doctor in Colombia, and then I said, fuck that, I didn't want to work there because you make no money. So I married a Canadian, and then I got divorced from the Canadian.
Wow.
And now I'm still in Canada.
High class.
And then her and her friend just start laughing, and I'm like, even if it was like a legitimate thing where the marriage just didn't work out and it was totally legitimate and there's nothing, you don't say that and laugh about it.
Canada's about to copy strike her, dude. Canada's gonna copy strike.
Well, no, PewDiePie made a joke about it in a video, and people came at him being like, you could actually fucking ruin her life. And I'm like, she's the one who said it.
Yeah. You can't like...
It's not like he dug it up online, was all like, I just found that there's a divorce proceeding going on with Allinity. She's illegally in Canada. He just posted something that she said and then put the Curb Your Enthusiasm music over it.
Yeah, maybe she's not very bright. I don't know. I was trying to give her the benefit of the dumb doubt, but don't think it's gonna work out.
I don't. And I almost think it's better that she's just dumb, because then I don't have to think she's actually a horrible person. She's just dumb.
I don't think she's that dumb. Because, like, like she's dumb, but she's not, like, that dumb. Because, like, maybe, I don't know. We've spent like 20 minutes talking about this. Are we dumb? Are we stupid?
It's just like, in one area, I think she's really smart in terms of pushing her brand, but then there's just other things she does, and I'm like, this is the area where you are dumb. And you know what? I'm dumb at math. Yeah. So this is just the area that she's dumb.
You gotta stick to the areas you excel at, okay? Once they hit me with long division, Jedi, like, I was like,
it's out of here.
I gotta go, dude. And then they added letters. I was like, oh, no, man. Shit. I gotta go, dude.
Oh, hell no. I thought this
Holy cow. Yeah. Holy cow. You want to know what I'm excited about?
What are you excited about?
I told you and I tweeted this, so you probably know.
You did.
Listen, guys.
It's Angelina Jolie.
I'm the biggest Marvel Cinematic Universe fan of all time. Okay, now that I know my girl Angie is gonna be in a Marvel movie, y'all know me. I don't really mess with the superhero movies that much. I've seen them; they're cool. Like, I don't diss them. I think like I'm happy that people like
actually
you, like,
a year ago,
them.
Marvel's dumb. Like DC is just so much better. Marvel's just dumb.
I want to look up like some of our beginning podcast episodes where we talk about like DC and Marvel, and I'm still like, man, Batman's so sick though.
Batman versus Superman was so good.
I never said that. I said I enjoyed it, which I did. I saw it in the theater one time. And I didn't. I thought it was a little long-winded in some parts, all right?
And there's an extended cut, too.
But
it makes it.
I didn't see that one. But, you know, I like Batman, okay? Like, Batman, they would have to really fuck up Batman for me to not like a Batman movie. And they almost did. They got close, Jedi. Not gonna lie. But I enjoyed it still. You know what else I enjoyed? Avatar.
Just no.
Dude, I saw it in such a sick theater, though. What's the theater called? It's like an Omni theater. Like, it goes on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's
and
the
so,
Omni.
like, and I had these big 3D glasses on, and, like, the branches and shit. It was an experience,
It was a tech demo. But the thing is, it gave me a headache when I watched it. Like, I saw it, and I was, like, miserable. And I wanted to see Sherlock Holmes, and the Sherlock Holmes was sold out. And the dude was like, you guys should see Avatar if you haven't yet. And I was like, And then I was like, I just had to put my cat to sleep. And I was like, okay, I'm in for a good movie. This is going to be a really exciting. This is my childhood cat. I had this cat since
Dude,
4
no
years
wonder
old.
you hated the movie, man. You weren't set up for success, your cat.
No, because you're supposed to watch a movie and it's going to make you happy. I see movies all the time when I'm like, and it makes me happy. Like my dog, I had to put my dog to sleep before Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim's my favorite movie to this day.
Dang, it turned your life around. I still need to watch that. I'm a bad friend at this point because you're like so high on that movie and I haven't watched it
It's
yet.
just, you'll probably start watching it and think it's dumb. You just have to know that everybody in the movie thinks that things that are happening are dumb too. You have to go with it. It's just fun.
It has Michael Cera in it, right?
It does, yes.
Yeah, I like
and
him.
Anna Kendrick.
And I
Anna
like
Kendrick. And Macaulay Culkin's brother, who's hilarious. Like, lots of good people. As well as Captain Marvel. Before she was Captain Marvel,
No
Captain
way.
America.
Brie
Before he was
Larson?
Captain America. Yeah, Brie Larson's in it.
Wow.
Chris Evans is in it.
Wow.
Brandon Ruth is in it. Yeah.
What a cast. Yeah, I need to see that movie.
It's a great cast. It's a very Canadian movie, but
It's on my list. Do we
Yeah.
know, back to Angie, my girl.
Yeah,
Do
back
we
to
know,
Angie.
if you guys don't know, all right, let me give you some backstory. Love Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
When I saw Tomb Raider as a kid, changed my world. I was like, she's the coolest person I've ever seen. I'm going to go
She was very
to
cool.
Hollywood Video or Blockbuster, whatever my parents took me to, and I'm going to
Yeah.
rent out every single Angelina Jolie movie.
Gia.
Not at the same time, but yes, this is the story I'm riveted to. So, not everyone, but I looked up her, like, all of her filmography or discography, whatever, filmography.
Yeah, no, it's filmography. That's the right one.
Probably both now that everything's on a disc, but I go and I'm like in order, like I get Hackers, and that's like one of her first roles, and then I hear about Gia, and I'm like, I'm in 8th grade, dude, like I'm Little MiDNiTE right now.
Same. I watched that one. Yeah.
Bro, yes, I got Gia, and like I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie. It's a great movie. Just aside from the fact that like Angelina Jolie's amazing in it, it's a pretty good story. It's like based on this model. It's a real thing. She was addicted to drugs. It's really interesting. She was also kind of the gay in it, okay? And as someone who was in 8th grade who kind of maybe knew they were the gay but not really sure how to say that to everybody yet.
I just think it's neat.
I know, I was like,
Ashley, I just think it's neat.
I was researching, okay? So I get Gia. I'm home alone after school. There's this part, and this is why y'all might be, familiar with the movie, but she's full blown, fully nude, like they're doing full frontal nudity, all this stuff with her and this chick. They're doing a photo shoot on this fence. And I remember like when that scene came on, I paused it and I ran and I like closed the blinds of the apartment I was in because I was like, nobody can see what I'm watching.
Someone's gonna see.
I know, they're gonna know I'm gay. I was like, and I watched it and it was incredible. So anyway, long story long, big Angelina Jolie fan. I've seen all her movies. Except for I never saw Maleficent, which I think there's a
I have
sequel.
also not seen Maleficent.
Apparently she's like decent
Apparently
in it.
it's very good. I have not seen it. The only live action Disney movie I've seen is
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I've been meaning to. I even watched like Shark Tale where she just had a voice in it. Like I'm a big Angelina Jolie fan. So to know she's gonna be in a Marvel movie, like, do you know what she's gonna be doing or which movie she's gonna be in?
You don't even know what movie she's gonna be?
No, I literally just saw the picture of her and I was like, I'm not clicking this.
She's gonna be Thena in Eternals.
I am eternally grateful for Thena in Eternals.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm stoked. Wait, what's
Yeah.
Eternals? How far out is that? Is that like a is she the main bitch or like she's
No,
someone's
it's
mom?
Eternals is like a group. It's like a collective of people. So it's like she's one of the main ones though, and obviously because Angelina Jolie, she's gonna get a lot of screen time. You can calm yourself, but no, it's like
That
the
just
Eternals as a
sounds
group.
whack.
This is Marvel's weird period. We got like fucking like wacky
Wait.
Thor. We got Doctor Strange wacky. Like we got all of the wacky stuff is happening in this phase. So
What is
they're putting all the
wacky
weird,
define? Like that's a good
like
thing?
the weird stuff. Like it's gonna be good, but it's gonna be weird. So like Doctor Strange, that whole thing is like he's got mystical arts power. So that movie in itself, the first one, a lot of the fights is all these like crazy perspective changing things, and this one's specifically gonna be dealing with like multiverse stuff apparently. So that could be really crazy. And then the Eternals are just like these like evolutionary offshoots of humanity, so they're just weird in themselves. So like Thena is, you know, supposed to remind you kind of like Athena type thing, so she's like got the whole warrior goddess thing going on there, and that's who she's playing.
She is a goddess, so this should be
you'll
hard task
be
for
down
her.
for it, but this is just Marvel's like wacky, like slightly weird. But you know what, that's the thing, they've done the standard, like they've done the Avengers, they've done all the standard stuff, they're going to keep going in that direction, but now they need to move, they're moving into the wackier stuff, some of the cosmic stuff going forward. So now that they've made a shit ton of money doing the normal stuff, which half of it you can't even.
We're about to get cray, is what you're saying.
They're just gonna go cray. It's like whatever, man. We've already won.
I'll probably catch most of them. I'll probably.
A lot of it's TV shows too, so it's like they did a bunch of. Yeah, I know it's weird. I actually thought Eternals was supposed to be a TV show. But no, it's like no, it's weird. They're doing so like there's a Wanda, which technically Scarlet Witch, but Wanda television show coming. There's a Falcon/Captain America one coming because he's new Captain America. There's a bunch of shows, and it's like that's where I'm kind of weird on it because I like the Netflix shows, but I did not like the CW shows. So I don't not CW's ABC Family, ABC shows. So if it's more on the Netflix side, I'm okay with it. But I don't. It's almost going to turn into his thing. I don't want them to do stuff in the shows that I feel like I have to watch the shows to understand what's going to happen in the movies.
Yeah, that would piss me off because like.
And I say that as a huge Marvel fan. I'm a huge fan, but I don't like sometimes. And it also depends. Like I think if they do really tight, like 10 to 13 episode Netflix style television shows, that's good. It's easily digestible, easy to get through. But if they're gonna do like fucking like filler filled, but I can't see them doing that. They're probably going to go the shorter episode route. I didn't pay too much attention to the Marvel stuff because I like waiting for trailers and stuff to come out rather than just watching all of the leaks. But
question,
I think it makes sense.
If Marvel's owned by Disney, who seems to own most entertainment properties anymore, eventually they're not even going to be on Netflix, right? They're going to be on Disney's Plus.
No, they already canceled. They already canceled the Netflix shows.
Oh shit!
Like those are all canceled. So those all got canceled this year. Like basically everyone wants like Daredevil. So they canceled Luke Cage and Iron Fist really early on. And then like once the third season of Daredevil was done, they canceled that. Once the second season of Punisher was done, they canceled that. And then they canceled Jessica Jones just before the third season released on Netflix.
So when you say canceled, you mean off Netflix and they're going to continue it elsewhere? Or like those shows?
No, they canceled. Because they were because they're gone because they made them in association with Marvel and so Disney. And then obviously I think a lot of it started happening because obviously Disney is going to start putting things over on their thing. So I think Netflix just made the decision to be like, it's not going to be feasible for us to keep doing this if you guys are going to be putting all of your resources.
Damn, man. So I have a hard time getting into most superhero shows ever since Arrow. I watched 2 full seasons of Arrow. I fucking tried. It was so stupid. No, I tried to watch Jessica Jones. I couldn't get into it.
I like Jessica Jones.
And I fucking love that chick. That chick from Breaking Bad. I fucking love her.
Kristen Ritter.
Yeah.
Have you seen Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23?
No, but that sounds
It's a comedy that she's in. It's super funny. It should still be on Netflix.
Don't trust the bee it's definitely in 23.
Don't trust the bee in Apartment 23. Funny.
I'm into it. I'm already.
But I like Jessica Jones a lot. I like Daredevil season 1 and 3 and half of 2, and I like Punisher. The other ones I didn't.
Yeah, I tried watching the Punisher too. Couldn't get into it. I have a hard time with superheroes and especially superhero TV shows. Just something about it.
That's fair.
Punisher's not super. Yo, you want to know what else I'm excited about, man?
What are you excited about?
I'm trying to not watch any trailers or anything about it because I just know based off all the information that like I'm down. I can't even. Yeah, I can't remember. I was gonna say I can't remember what the title of the movie is, but that's the one. Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Quentin Tarantino, L.A., the 70s. That's all I need to know.
This Thursday.
I was seeing if like maybe my dad would want to go see it, and I was like, I don't know if he like really fucks with that. And then I looked at like how long the movie is. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I'm like, man, is my dad gonna like hang? Is he down for that? I'm not sure, but I'm fucking down for it. I'm so excited.
I'm down for it.
I watched Jackie Brown this last night just to kind of get
Mhm.
in the vibe, my Quentin
Getting the
Tarantino
vibes.
vibe. Yeah.
I'm
Gotta
so
get.
excited.
Are you like seeing it immediately or just kind of like when
Oh
you have
yeah,
time?
oh yeah. First showing here, watching it, super stoked, very
Wait, are you
excited.
going like driving 2 hours to the comfortable
No, because I
chair?
can't. No,
theater?
because I can't reserve seats in either. So I'm just gonna watch it here.
Wait, what? They changed it on you?
Well, no, some of the only certain auditoriums have reservable seats. So the auditorium it's playing in does not have reservable seats.
Say what?
Yeah.
On its release weekend?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's because we'll think about what's in theaters right now.
I don't
Fucking
even
Lion
know.
King,
Oh,
Spider-Man.
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, come on, like all the big ones, the kid movies and stuff. They're gonna prioritize those.
True.
And my theater only ever has like a couple that they let you reserve for. But it'll be fine. Most people don't go on the Thursday nights, so I'm gonna go Thursday like 7 p.m. Get there
Yeah.
early, like it'll be fine.
Kick your feet up.
Yeah, I'm pretty freaking excited. I think the whole story in general is really interesting because
It's like Charles Manson shit, right? I have not
yeah,
read
so
anything besides what I just said.
this is where it kind of gets not necessarily to the this is going to have anything to do with the movie itself, but there was this really horrible movie and I made a video about it. If you would like to watch it on my channel, you should. It is called This Movie Was So Bad That the Studio is Censoring Reviews, is what it's called.
Holy
Is
shit.
what the video is called. So there's a video called The Haunting of Sharon Tate. It's a movie. And Sharon Tate is one of the victims of the Manson murders. She was Roman Polanski's pregnant wife, and that was her house. So she's like the main person in terms of of one of the people that was murdered. This movie is the entire premise is basically the Haunting of Sharon Tate one is that she starts getting these weird premonitions before they're murdered and starts doing things and then eventually manages to like stop it from happening, but then the end of the movie just kind of cuts to them like seeing their own dead bodies, so it was like none of it actually happened. It was really weird, all these weird supernatural vibes to it and stuff. And Sharon Tate's sister basically lambasted the entire thing, like lost her shit on it. Oh, best part, guess who plays Sharon Tate in this movie?
Sharon Tate? No, I'm just kidding. What's her name? Why can't I think of her? I can picture her. She's older. No, wait. What's her name? The girl in
You're wrong. I already know you're wrong.
No, it's the girl in that Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
No,
she's
that's in this. That's in this movie. That's in the new one. I'm talking about the Haunting of Sharon Tate.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm talking about the bad movie.
The bad movie.
It's Margot Robbie plays her in the new movie. In the bad movie, Hilary Duff.
No fucking way.
Yeah, so Hilary Duff is running around fake pregnant, being like, I just have all of these crazy nightmares. No, don't go to the phone. Like,
that actually sounds lit. Like I kind of like a good bad movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the issue is that the sister took major issue with it, being like, you're actually insulting the memory of my sister for views. And then the director ended up sending her a letter being like, I remember, reading about this when I was growing up and it affected me so much. So I just wanted to make a scenario where your sister had like a fighting chance or something. Basically turn the whole thing into his own thing. But like everything he does is these like weird, just twisted versions of real events and then specifically seems to release them so that they coincide. So this specifically coincided this year, which is the 50-year anniversary of those murders.
Has it been that fucking... Damn, I'm old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So a lot of people were like, first of all, it's a horrible movie. Secondly, it's like really insulting that she liked it. And then they didn't reach out to her first. Whereas like Tarantino was like, here's my script, read it. What do you think? Do you like, and then.
Yeah, you gotta kind of like work with what,
Yeah. And and she specifically said the Tarantino movies seem like accurate and more honoring to like the role. The memory of my sister.
What maybe
the memory
actually
of my sister.
happened.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's just something that's happening at the same time. Whereas this other movie is obviously the entire thing it's literally turning this real life horror into a just kind of like a mockery and this weird supernatural thing. And it's not like one of these situations where it's like, oh, this family lied about their house being haunted and now we're going to make a bunch of dramatized movies about their house being haunted. Like these are actual people that were murdered and that man's still alive.
Dude, yeah, isn't that crazy? He's still literally alive, right?
He's still literally alive.
I bet he thinks he's the coolest, getting all these movies made about him.
Well, he does, but yeah, obviously. But they specifically went like they didn't kill them because he told them to. They went like rogue on him, basically.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I
but either
don't
way.
know enough about like I swear I've only watched like one thing on the Charles Manson stuff. I don't find him that fascinating. Like
No,
I
he's
went through a
not.
serial killer phase like every other
I think
teenager.
everybody does.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
other teenager. Okay, I wanted to learn about them, and he just didn't really strike me because he was so like out there.
Yeah, like the book. So there's a show on Netflix called Mindhunter that's
Yeah, I've
based
watched
off of a
that.
book called Mindhunter that is actually written by an actual FBI profile who started the FBI, basically who was one of the people who really spearheaded the FBI profiling stuff. And so there's a section in there where he interviewed Charles Manson. So that's like where I have most of it. So I consider what I'm saying pretty accurate because it's like at least first hand account into what he's experienced actually talking to the dude. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
but
watched Mindhunter. I thought it was really interesting, especially like the variety that
yeah,
was in there.
Mindhunter got weird towards the end though with his
It,
behavior. That's kind
it
of where I was
lost
like,
me
come
a little
on,
bit.
dude. Yeah.
The
But that's the thing, they had
first,
to change his name. So he's supposed to be based off of this dude that wrote the book, but then they changed his name to like Holden, and then they just go obviously so they can go really dramatic with it.
yeah, they can be like, and then this happened.
But yeah, they are making a second season, and it's the same guy playing Charles Manson in Tarantino movie playing Charles Manson in this season of Mindhunter.
What, bro? Imagine
Yeah.
being that guy.
Imagine being that guy.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Charles Manson.
I want to be
I think
Charles Manson.
he always plays weirdos though.
What a
Let me
gig.
find his name.
That's pretty impressive, actually.
It is, yeah.
He gets to be Charles Manson day in, day out.
Day out.
That's pretty cool. Have you seen Lion King or anything like that yet, or you're
No, I
not too
haven't
interested?
seen. I probably won't see Lion King.
I heard it's like a little different, and like I just love Lion King so much that I'm not sure I'm like
Same.
ready to.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like Lion King and Toy Story are my two favorite movies up. Literally, I had a bunch of toys. I still have my Woody doll that has my name written out. Like,
Does
I have
it say
that shit.
Jedi?
No, it doesn't say Jedi. I didn't know what Jedi wore. Watched like legit, but that was like Toy Story was the first movie I saw in theaters. And so that's so weird that now in 2019 we've got Toy Story 4 and a live action of the Lion King theaters like right at the same time, and I haven't seen either.
Yeah,
because I said goodbye to Toy Story already.
Well, I was confused because in the third Toy Story, it seemed kind of like they were like, and that's it, and like they had this big ending, and it was like, all right, we're done, and so like and they marketed it like that. And so now I'm like, wait a minute, I feel duped. I know they have a bunch of. It seems like they have a bunch of new toys and stuff, but
it's
I
a
feel
lot of existential crisis stuff, and I'm just like, you know what, I don't need that right now.
I'm already having one of those. All right, chill.
Exactly. I'm good. Just an aside, I looked up the guy that plays Charles Manson. His name's Austin Butler, and all of his original acting credits are in things like Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, Drake and Josh, Hannah Montana, iCarly, Zoe.
Say what?
All of that, and then slowly starts trickling down to like the CSI world, and now he's.
Wait, is that the dude from like Pup and Suds? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't think so. But
he looks kind of like him. Hold on, I'll show y'all him.
Maybe it is.
That dude, I'm gonna put him on the screen for those of you guys that are viewing on YouTube. That looks just like that guy. Doesn't that look kind of like the Pup and Suds guy from what's that called? Brink? That movie? The Disney movie? Disney had some bangers when I was a kid. They probably had some bangers more recently, but
I don't think they have. But Disney had bangers, but I don't think they do anymore.
I think if you're younger,
we were looking at a bunch of them on stream. The other day.
I think it's like generationally though. Like if you grew up in the last like, you know, in the 2000s.
No, because even kids are saying that like the shows that are on now aren't as good as the shows that used to be on. Like they'll go back and watch like there's kids now that would rather watch Recess than whatever the hell like cartoon shows on the Disney Channel right now.
They still even have Recess like showing?
Sometimes, but Recess is the best.
What was your favorite like kid cartoon as a kid?
Recess.
Mine was Rugrats.
Rugrats was also one of my favorites, but like Recess was like the one that I was like, this is like the show.
That's your shit.
This gets it. This gets it.
Yeah,
I watch it now. That's the thing. It holds up now. I judge how good a show was as a kid if it holds up now. So I watch Recess now and like, no, you'd be surprised. Like Rugrats, I don't know because it kind of has like, I don't know. It's not. I don't know. It might for some people, but like Recess, Weekenders, like a bunch of those ones, like really hold up.
Yeah, I was having like a rough night the other night. I was feeling really, really sick, and so I was like, man, I just need like a feel good like old movie that I used to watch, and I found Homeward Bound on HBO, And I was like, oh, I wonder like what this is like watching as an adult,
not
because
hold
like
up?
I haven't like watched it since I was a kid. Like I was minorly impressed by
Yeah.
how they were able to get the because when you're a kid you don't think about it, but as an adult and like how they shot this movie, I was trying to think about it. I was like, how are they getting these animals to interact when they're in the same room together? And like they're kind of getting them to show like a little attitude to like
Yeah,
fit
just
what
kind
they
of like,
want them to say. Yeah, it's
yeah,
kind of.
exactly.
I was like, what the
Which
fuck?
honestly, that is less weird to me when they try to make the animals look like their mouths are
Oh,
moving when
that's
they're actual
terrible.
real animals.
They
If
got
you're
like
doing entirely CG, that's one thing,
yeah, they
but
got like
when you're
peanut
trying to
butter in their mouth. They're giving them vodka. It's like
Ah!
the good part about it too was I fell asleep during Homeward Bound before all the bad shit started happening. So, so it like was a
like falling
happy
asleep before
ending
the end
for
of Old
me.
Yeller.
Yeah, exactly. Like in my eyes, Chance, Sassy, and Shadow were just about to go on an adventure, and it was gonna be lit. And then I fell asleep.
Just fell asleep.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah, I
yeah.
was gonna ask, do we have like advice, life advice this week?
We
In the
got one
old email?
question. We got one question.
We got a question. If you guys need moderate to okay / amazing life advice from two slightly experienced people, listen, I'm not saying we're gonna have good advice, but we have advice.
I think I have good advice.
And Amanda usually does have good advice. I'm the comic relief for the advice, I think.
That's fine. You're good. Everything's good. I think you live your life better than I live mine mostly, so it's fine.
Bitch, how?
I don't know. I think you're better with like conflict. People just say things to me
True.
sometimes and ask things, and I'm just kind of like, yeah. And then you're just kind of like, actually, this. And I
Actually,
just,
maybe like, yeah.
if I can do it through email, I'm good. But if it's on the phone, I'm like,
Oh no, yeah, I'd rather do it like you need to be able to hear the inflection and the face to face, the eyeballs.
no.
I'm a professional body language reader. So if you guys have body
Mm-mm.
language questions, I got you. But
I need it over.
what's
Yeah.
the what's the email they could send advice questions to?
AmandaTheJedi@gmail.com.
Wow, love your email address, bro.
I know. It's great. It's so
I'll
simple.
put that in the comments or whatever the description if you guys
Oh,
have
yeah.
a romantical situation you need guidance with, work,
That's when we
school.
do good with that one.
Yeah, we're really good at
we got
romance advice.
Yeah, we got a general one here today, though, a general life one. How do you guys motivate yourselves to keep going, whether it's workouts or content creation or whatever that needs to get done?
Dude, okay, this is because I could go on and on about this. But
Mhm.
what do you do, Jedi, when you're in a rut? When you're like in that creative like you're like streaming doesn't even sound appealing, making a video doesn't even sound appealing. Like what do you do when you to pull yourself out of a rut? Is that what he's asking? Now
Yeah, well, I
I'm
think
wanting
it's
your advice and shit.
Yeah, I think it's mixed of a rut, and then sometimes it's just like I want to do this, but then you lack the motivation, which I hate the concept of. I hate the idea of like you feel like then if you need to be motivated to do something, I don't think you want it that badly.
Yeah, it's true.
Is my thing. Not to say that you can't like do. There's things you can do to help yourself set yourself up for better successes in the future, because I think everybody can get like you can gain a lot of really bad habits really
Yeah,
easily.
for sure.
So
So much easier to not do.
yeah, in terms of ruts, sometimes it is important to know that you have just burned yourself out and you need to take like a day just to not do anything, to like go outside, go hang out with friends, or just do something. Like it's not something you should do all the time, because I feel like if you're constantly doing it, you either don't really like what you're putting all of that effort into, or you're just looking for excuses to be lazy. But I would say like every few months I have like a time where I'm just kind of like
You need
I'm
a
so
day.
run down.
Like you just
I just
decompress.
Yes. So I think that's the big thing there, is like know that don't push yourself further into the ground if you know that it's like legitimate, like you are just mentally drained, because you're more likely to either do something wrong or say something wrong or have something go wrong. And that's my advice there. In terms of just staying motivated in general, is just I feel like if you constantly have to be looking for reasons to do something, you probably don't want to do it that much.
Yeah.
Just gonna put it there. And if it's something in terms of working out that's different, I feel like it's pretty normal not to want to work out. So you kind of have to set yourself up with some good habits. So today I just posted on my Instagram where it's a combination of things you should have. Try to have no 0 days, which is like no days, nothing. And something can even just be as simple as like filling the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Or doing your laundry. That's at least something that you've done that's going to make your life easier somewhere along the line. and then the other thing is don't take 2 days off in a row. So if you set yourself up with a schedule for something, don't take more than 2 days off of that schedule unless there's like obviously there can be
if you have to.
Yeah, exactly. But the idea is, so say you want to go to the gym more and you say, okay, I'm going to go to the gym every other day. So you go Monday, you go Wednesday, and then you don't go Friday. So then you have to go Saturday. Like that's the rule. You can't take that second day off. You can't do it. Otherwise, that trains your brain into being like, I'm just starting again next week. I'll start fresh on Monday. Yeah. Don't get into that mentality.
I have personal experience with that. Like I would say, oh man, I missed like this workout Friday. And I was like the more you slack off, the easier it is to slack off.
Absolutely.
And like for me, like staying motivated, like the best I operate the best when I'm passionate about like what I'm working towards. So whether that's been like streaming or like working with Optic up to a certain point, if you guys saw the last podcast, which I just want to say side note, and I apologize to you in message, I was so fired up last episode. I was cutting Amanda off left and right. I didn't give a
but I knew it was gonna happen because it was like your podcast to tell. It was your story to tell.
I was so passionate, but you also had really good points and you were fleshing out what I was saying really well. But yeah, anyway, so like lately, personally for me, like with this like illness stuff that I've been going through, I haven't been able to stream as much as I want to. I realized that I was like, because of this, kind of becoming depressed. Like I had a couple days where I did like literally nothing except go backwards. It felt like, and then the next day I was like, I think I continued for like a couple days, and I was like, man, this is like utterly depressing. Like I need to start like you said, fill the dishwasher, fold your clothes, make your bed in the morning, like do those little things that kind of like keep you moving, keep you like going towards your goal, even if it's just small. That stuff like really helps out a lot and can help you kind of like get more motivated to do better. Like I think I tweeted out some Monday tweet today. I don't know do you look at Monday as like a reset day?
No, I try not to for exactly that reason.
No, I do. I feel
like if you look at reset, is it a reset day too much? You just start pushing things off when you could just start now. If it's like Friday and you're like Monday be my reset day.
True,
what
that
the fuck
is
bad. Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, that's bad vibes. You're right.
So I think that's my thing.
I think I just like I streamed on Saturday, but I think like Sunday I didn't do as much as I wanted to do, and so I was like, okay, reset, fucking goal orientate yourself. I found like having, this sounds so stupid and so like juvenile, but having like small goals where it's like, okay, I want to go on 3 walks this week. I want to, if you're doing something for your work, like okay, I want to do, an extra hour here for work, and here's what I'm going to do in that hour, and that's why it's going to improve things. Like, you got to set yourself up like with little goals, and then because otherwise if I say I get overwhelmed when I think about all the little things I need to do, I'm like, oh man, that's a lot, I'll just fucking not do any of it. Like, but if you write it down, like I found writing down things helps.
I like lists. I'm bad at, some people can be like literally like 9 to 10 do this. I can't put hours. I just make a daily list. And then I kind of like scratch things off.
Damn, look at your little book, bro. Look at how cute it is.
Many little books.
Bro, I got my book right here.
Yeah, this is like video ideas, script
mine
things.
has a girl on it. This is Angelina Jolie on my book.
Got Angelina Jolie on your book?
That's not her, but
okay, I got Harry Potter.
Nice.
Nerd.
I'm just kidding. I want a Harry Potter one. But writing stuff down, like,
it helps. I think because it helps, for one, you get to see all the things that you need to do, and then sometimes you think, okay, I'm gonna, even if it's like an idea for a video, I'll have like a bunch in a day, and sometimes I forget to write them down, and then I'll be like, okay, what was I gonna make a video about? And I'm like, I completely forgot. So it's good to have it written down, a couple of ideas, what you might want to do. Like, I'm not really like a full scripter when it comes to videos, but just general, like, make sure you mention this, make sure you mention this. Sometimes I don't do any of that. I just start talking, but like, here's my Allinity notes. Like, I got this. Like,
Tim, you had notes on Allinity? Shit.
Well, as I was doing it, I was watching all the stuff on stream, and I had to still stream for a bit, so I was writing all the little notes of things I wanted to mention.
Damn, I just like made a tweet where I was like, trash.
Yeah, but I know my knee-jerk reaction tweet was like, I really hate her. And then I made a video that had like to it, like more nuance to it.
I wonder how Allinity gets out of a rut. Does she just plan a controversy, or do you
This
think
is
she's
probably
not
no.
that
This one's back.
calculated?
This one's backfiring. The last one, you could at least she was, it was more funny than anything, and
What was it? Where
she
she's
was
taking
able.
a picture of her butt crack or whatever?
No, the PewDiePie thing was more just kind of like I didn't really realize the legalities of the situation. I spoke out of term. I didn't mean to say that I made a bunch of money doing this stuff that's actually illegal. And then it just kind of like died down. This is more like people are getting like really, really up in her business about it, like calling the SPCA and Saskatoon, all sorts of stuff like
Saskatoon's an amazing word. I just want to say
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
that's such
The only good thing about that entire province is how fun it is to say the names of the
Wait,
locations.
is it not actually like cool to be there though?
No, it's the fucking plains. Like no, there's like 3 provinces I want nothing to do with.
Damn, that's racist against your own kind, Amanda. What the heck? Can you be
maybe
like,
not nothing to do with, but like I wouldn't want to live there. It's like
True.
the plain. Alberta's basically like Alberta has like the 2 creationism museums. I think there's a lot of good stuff in Alberta too, but Alberta's like Texas light, I guess.
oh
So there's
shit?
like 2 good places, and the rest of the places are just kind of like.
Aren't Canadians mostly chill though? Right?
Theoretically.
In theory. There's like Canada's fucking big though. There's probably a lot of room for like riffraff to kind of get in between.
We're huge, but a lot of it's like we have a lot of nature, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I appreciate nature.
Like there's more people in the United States, but we're like way bigger than you.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure isn't the thing like you could fit everybody from Canada into LA or something like that? I just made that up.
In California.
In California.
Everybody in Canada would fit in California, I'm pretty sure. I think.
Plebs.
Not LA. I don't think LA, but
dude, LA's
maybe,
so big though. Hold on,
many people are in Canada?
I'm gonna look up how many people are in LA.
37 million people in Canada as of 2018.
Nah, LA's way bigger
California.
than that. I just made that up.
No, California has 39 million people in it, so all of Canada would fit in California.
LA has 4 million, which for some reason seems less than I thought it would. I guess it's not. LA's not like that geography-wise, it's not that big.
Yeah, it's not that large geographically.
That's the word. Thanks, Jedi. Thanks.
California is one
massive.
of the larger. Well, massive by American standards.
True. Yeah. True. Yeah. Dude, it's so weird how like we cut up our states too. Like we have like a bunch of teeny tiny ones on the East Coast, and then they just get even bigger the more west you go. Like they got hella lazy. I know it's because a bunch of people came over to the East first, and then they settled, and they were like, all right, no, we did this part, but then we're gonna go west, and like.
That's the same reason. That's why like the eastern provinces are smaller than the western provinces, because they were settled first in smaller communities. So I live in a small province, but it's like the size of the average state.
Who's Canada's Christopher Columbus? Is there like a guy that was like, there's like a country up here? Leif Erikson?
Yeah,
I thought Leif Erikson was a guitarist. What the fuck?
No.
Doesn't that sound like the name of a guitarist?
The Norse explorer. It does. Somebody probably took the name. Yes.
I swear.
Leif Erikson is an explorer. I would say he would probably be, but it wasn't the same thing. Like they came and then they left, type thing.
Oh, really?
Then it was the same as you. Like the French came and the English came and they settled different areas, and then the English were like, "Fuck you guys, sign a thing. You're all part of the same country now, French people. And if you don't agree, we're shipping you down to the bayou."
And they were like, no."
And they did ship them down to the bayou, and that's why there's a lot of French people in Louisiana.
Damn, I knew that, but I didn't know that. That's dope, Jedi.
Go. That's why. And a lot of them just walk their asses back.
They start going north. They're like,
they just walk their asses back.
They were like, it's too fucking hot down here.
That's why there's like Quebecers, French Canadians, and Acadians.
Damn, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Quebecers.
You know. Quebecers.
Hashtag the more you know.
The Quebecois. Les Quebecois.
All right, guys. Is that the good place to wrap, or do we have one more thing that we want to?
I think that's probably a good place to wrap. I think we gave good advice there at the end. I think that's pretty
much... you got to just organize
like
your
my
life.
Big thing is my no bullshit response to people who constantly feel like they need inspiration and motivation to do things is you probably don't want it that bad, so you should either switch lanes or figure out how to want it more.
Some people want it, and then some people just kind of want it. Like this whole time I wanted to lose weight, I just kind of wanted to do it. But then my sickness was like, yo, I got you, fam, let's do this.
Oh my god,
bro, I lost like
actually I just got an update. Allinity allegedly in her Discord said, "Don't worry, guys, I'm fine. I spoke to someone at Twitch today. I'm not getting banned, but people who have been harassing me might be."
Oh shit, does that count as me?
This wouldn't count.
No.
If this counts as harassment, I will literally become a full-time YouTube streamer and dedicate like a about how bad Twitch is. I swear to God.
No, I think
we're not harassing her because I'm not
she's-
going at her and I'm not sending anybody to her.
No, yeah, I think harassment would be like, you know,
It's
sending
people that are
that way,
showing-
or like,
yeah.
you know, doxing her and all that.
Doxing
crazy.
her,
I would
which
never,
no. Never dox anybody. Don't threaten them with harm. Don't do anything like that. Like if you feel like they've done something that's worthy of like the proper channels of authority have already been notified for everything in this situation. So like, if the best you can do is just notify Twitch.
What's crazy
But it
is
doesn't look
like,
they're gonna do anything.
I mean, maybe, do you think Twitch is obligated to make a statement about it at this point, or is it just it's
Probably.
best
At
for
this
them
point.
to handle it behind?
They're gonna. I think they're gonna have to, especially once this starts circulating. If this little piece of
Don't worry, guys. I mean, she's been kind of acting like that this whole time. She's like, don't worry. Like, I know some people are upset, and that's cool, but like, don't worry.
If you're right, please make sure you let anybody know if you feel you're right. I get it, but like,
I just feel like Twitch is. Here's my problem with Twitch. It's not that they haven't like done anything to her. It's just that what's bannable doesn't seem like it's concrete. And I know there's so much that can happen on a stream. Literally, like you have IRL streamers, you have people. You know, people could say and do fucking anything, right? So there's a lot. Like you can't really have like, oh yeah, and fucking section 38B, you know, addendum 3. There's don't give your cat vodka or you're gonna
don't
get banned.
heat your cat over your chair.
Yeah, like there's not gonna be rules like that. But I just wish there was like consistent, like, especially with somebody who consistently has issues.
Consistently.
That's
I think
my
she
issue.
also went on this huge tirade about like falsely accusing somebody of like sexual assault or harassment or something.
Oh,
so like
Lord,
it's
dude.
like
Lord.
a lot of stuff, a lot of drama surrounding the situation.
I just feel bad for her cat at the end of the day.
I feel bad for her cat. I feel bad. I do genuinely feel bad if she's being doxxed and stuff because like people really don't deserve
nobody
that.
deserves that.
Nobody deserves that. Like I said, the best you can do. People have already reported it to anybody who can actually do anything. So like, it's out there. Harassing her personally at home doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, people are fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
They think like, oh well, she fucked up, so I'm gonna do some like two wrongs don't make it right.
Exactly. Be the bigger person.
Just
All you're doing if you really dislike what she that much,
you get what?
so you're giving her
your thing cut out.
making a martyr of her. You're making it a situation where she can then be like, I am being attacked in this way. Don't give people the ammunition to become the victim.
Yeah.
Let them just be the idiot.
Yeah. Let her
That's my
rock.
Yeah,
I just think that stuff shouldn't be on Twitch. It gives Twitch a bad name. I mean, I know people like, you know, who aren't really as familiar with Twitch, they probably hear about some of this stuff and they're like, what? Like, you know, what's going on over there? Whereas like 99% of people are having a great time and she's over here like doing that. Just makes everyone look bad though. So
it does. It does.
Good luck, have fun to her cat. I hope he's okay. Thanks guys for listening or watching the podcast. Appreciate you guys. Tuning in. We should have a guest next week. Who should we have?
I don't know.
Let's see. Dude.
Niz wants to be on.
I know Davis said he wants to be on again.
I definitely want Davis on again.
Yeah, me too. That'd be dope. Comment who you guys want on Powered Down next. Was our last guest Hector? No, Fuya.
Yeah. No, Hector.
Fuya
was a long ass time ago. It was Hector. Fuya was before Hector.
Damn, we were just slacking. It's been that long. Holy shit.
Well, you've been sick.
I've been sick. I've been not on a schedule. Trying to get on my schedule. Just
get
push
on
through
your
it.
shit.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Both of our links to subscribe and follow our things are in the description and all that. Follow Amanda's Twitch. Follow my Twitch. We are live all the time.
Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I'm 300 subscribers away from 30K.
Hell yeah.
And I would really like to hit it before the end of my month because my birthday's at the end of the month and that'd be really cool.
Shit, what day's your birthday, bro? I don't know the actual day.
I don't like specifying the date.
Oh, that's right.
Weird.
It's next weekish, monthish.
I'm celebrating it on Saturday, so
I'm going to call your birthday as the 27th. Cool.
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
So by the 27th, when I'm assuming that's when you do your birthday stream or something like that.
Yeah, that's when I'm going to do my birthday
So by the 27th, let's get Jedi to 30K. Go subscribe. I'm subscribed, and you should too. Okay. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and don't give